Right, so top of page 19, man is a three-part being, spirit, soul, and body. That's 1 Thessalonians 5:23. Other biblical names for the inward man is the hidden man of the heart. Moving on to page 21. Your spirit is a part of you that becomes that new creation, according to 2 Corinthians 5:17. If anyone is Christ, he's a new creation. The Holy Spirit moves into your spirit, and your spirit becomes one or full of the Holy Spirit. He who is joined to the Lord is one spirit with the Lord, 1 Corinthians 6:17. So that's when you get born again, your spirit becomes a new creation. The soul, page 22, the soul includes every mental faculty you possess before salvation. That's important. All these points I'm doing are the important points. It includes the mind, the will, and the emotion. That's your soul. Mental faculty you possessed before salvation. Your mind, your will, and your emotions. Okay. And moving on to page 24, point C. Our lives are changed or transformed when we renew our minds. That's Romans 12, to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. The inward man is being renewed day by day, 2 Corinthians 4:16. The heart, point A on page 24 in part 6. You cannot always use the words heart and spirit interchangeably. So the heart doesn't always refer to spirit. Most of the time it refers to the soul. Page 25, Peter makes it clear that the spirit is part of the heart. 1 Peter 3:4 calls the spirit the hidden man of the heart. So the spirit is part of the heart, but it's not the whole heart. The bottom line is your heart is comprised of both your soul and your spirit. The mind, middle of page 25, the illumination takes place in a renewed mind. Romans 12:1 and 2. Page 26, faith of the heart requires a generated or born-again spirit and a renewed or illuminated mind. So faith of the heart instead of faith of the head, regenerated or born-again spirit, and a renewed mind. So both of those allow you to have faith of the heart. Moving on now to page 30. An image of righteousness versus an image of sinfulness. An image of sinfulness came after the fall of Adam and Eve. Point 2, at the fall of Adam and Eve's fellowship with the fall broke Adam and Eve's fellowship with God. The Holy Spirit departed from their spirits, and it produces condemnation. Point B. An image of sinfulness breeds all religion and philosophy. That's important. You might not have heard that before. An image of sinfulness breeds all religion and philosophy. Part B, righteousness as a dominant image. This can only come from the new birth and a renewed mind. For you to have righteousness as a dominant image, your mind needs to be renewed, but you also need to be born again in your spirit. Moving over to page 33. And I was talking about the heavenly side of righteousness. You have magnified your word above all your names. Psalm 138:2, we dealt with that tonight. And then further down in that page, activating what is rightfully yours, point C. Number 2, that's page 33. 3 steps to activate what's rightfully yours. Step 1 is deliverance and translation at the new birth. Step 2 is progressive illumination. And step 3 is progressive transformation. So, again, translation and deliverance at the new birth, progressive illumination. That's Romans 1:16 and 17.